Alright, well, today I'm going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. I figured I've been only putting games that I like, might as well put one that I don't like. Now, I love the Dragon Ball Z video game series. They've been doing really good with the Raging Blast series. Why they did this, I do not know. It This game, tantalized me. Oh my god, I can make my own character. He's gonna be so great. I'm gonna make a Namekian, I'm gonna make an android, and make it a cool Saiyan. No. All you can make is the Saiyans. I mean, you can make a Saiyan, but they're still not that good. You can only make three. There's only three character slots that you can make per person. And, oh my god. There's just big, little, and medium. Those are your three choices, and they all are the exact same except for in their movesets. And their movesets are just derived from whoever you train with in the training mode. It's just a terrible, terrible game. Another thing that it tried to do was the giant boss battles, which, oh my god, these were so terrible. It basically was just dodge, hit, 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 dodge, hit, hit, hit. It was really just an exercise in pressing the dodge button and the hit button. There was no real, you know, challenge to it except for when it got to the um, automated sequences. This game, oh my god, with the automated sequences, it is all automated sequences, basically. When you're actually fighting the bosses, after every one, now it'd just be a, press this button, press this button at the exact right time, and oh my god, is that finicky. It has a little circle in the middle, and then the circle goes across, and you need to stop it to where the circle's in the circle at some point. But there's a delay time on when you push it to where it stops. So if you push it like perfectly in the center of the circle, then it's going to go just outside the circle too far, and then you're going to get hit. And then there's the pressing the button really fast. I always felt myself a great button masher at that kind of crap, and you barely make it most of the time. It's just it's terrible. Um, when it comes to the actual fights, it's just all a guessing game. It is a guessing game. Especially like if you play against someone, it's a complete guessing game. Other than that, it's strategy. Basically, what you're doing is you get 3 hits on the person in a row, then you go into a mode where you can either do lots of hits or big hits. So I play the Xbox 360 version, so it's either press X for the lots of little hits or Y for the big hits. And if oh yeah, and they get to choose on their side too. So if they match the one you think you're gonna do, then they counter. And that's basically it. And that is the only real way to get ki built up. When you build up your ki, you just go into a mode that makes it so broken. If you build up all your ki and press up on the button, then you're able to go into, I don't even remember, I've played this game in so long because it's so terrible, but you go into a mode where you basically are unstoppable. You cannot counter this mode except for if you go into the mode yourself. They just hit you. Like if you hit them first, if they just press the hit button, they'll automatically be the one hitting you. Go into the mode and have a free choice of X or Y. You don't even get to, try to counter. And I hate this game. So yeah, the whole game is basically, guessing games and strategy. It goes through the whole storyline of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, but yeah, one of the things it just showed, like, how terrible this game was. When you're going through the Frieza sections, when Frieza talks, it changes between both voice actors who did the different dubbings of Frieza. So it's got the real nasally Frieza, and then it's also got the more modern Frieza. It's got them both. and it's just like one sentence is one and one is the other. It's it's almost as short as uh, this game is just terrible. Never buy this game, really. I'm looking at the back right now. It says enhanced battle mechanics. There is no battle mechanics. You're just pressing. It's just all one push button sequence. Um, the fully destructible environments, I guess that works, but the only way to really build up your ki to fight is to do those um, push button sequences, either heavy or light. And if you do light, then you're not going to get any ki from it. You barely get any. You have to do heavy. But with the enemies that you face that are NPCs, each character has their own like pattern. Some go back and forth. Some only do light. Some only do heavy. And if you're fighting someone who only does heavy, it's just it's almost impossible to gather up ki. I mean, you can beat the crap out of them by just using X button, but you know you might get if doing all their health. You might get up to your weakest attack just using the X ones. Another thing that's stupid is the close range, long range thing. To shoot ki attacks, you have to like just the little ki attacks. You have to be out of range. You have to be like way back, and to get there, you have to do another sequence. Yeah, in this one, if you're trying to get away from them, you'll just like fly back and shoot a few of the little ki attacks, and it will be a choice for the other person, left or right, and you choose when you attack. And again, if they choose the same one as you, you'll still be out of range, but you get a attack that hurts a good amount. I just cannot stress how bad this game is. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, and then to go get closer, you gotta do the same thing. Well, that's if you want to. Well, to get closer, you don't have to do that. You can just head towards them, and then there'll be a little cinematic thing that where you hit each other and you fly back. But oh, just yeah, and there's a lot of just stopping the game for long ass cinematic scenes that look like it was Dragon Ball Z, but this is a Dragon Ball Z game. I want to play the game. I don't want to watch Dragon Ball Z while playing a little. Like it's about 50-50 to the actual play to, cinematic sequences in this game. Um there is a campaign for your created players. It's crap. It's like, oh no, the world's ended and none of the good people are still around, except for they are. In the actual like story elements, you don't find anyone but Piccolo and then the bad guys. Like the very first thing is, hey, Captain Ginyu's here on Earth for some reason. Hey, I'm gonna fight you. Oh, Captain Ginyu says you can be leader of the Ginyu Force. I don't want you. Let's just be friends. And then you never see him again. Um, you end up getting trained by Piccolo. Basically, Piccolo just got his ass kicked by Baby, and then he basically kills himself by fighting you, and then you become a Super Saiyan. That's stupid too. The character creation dynamic, it's terrible. You can only choose the Saiyans, and there's very, very few options for different clothes, hair, and all that. You can change the colors all you want, at least there's that, but there's maybe like 6 or 7 outfits and maybe like 5 or 6 hairs. And they don't even have the Goku hair. If you want your hair to look like Goku's, you have to have the Bardock hair. Uh, sorry, I just I still can't believe I paid $50 for this game. I really just saying, do not buy this game. Really, I should have watched a review before I bought it. Just don't buy it, man. Some people may enjoy it, but It's don't do it, man. It's terrible. Really. I give this game a 2 out of 10. I've seen worse, but it's still terrible. Do not buy this game. Alright, YouTube land. I'll see you next time.